Immediate fail. Let's get on with this. Let's watch this. 10 minutes of Tears of the Kingdom gameplay. This is going to be so good. I'm so excited for this. Let's enjoy it together.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series.
Yes, we know who you are.
First,
Always got to sneak a
I have
Doctor Who
some
reference
news.
in.
Development on The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is now complete.
Yes.
Thank you very much for waiting. Many
Awesome.
of you are looking forward to this game, and we've released
Immensely.
a few trailers so far. Although it'll just be a brief glimpse, I'm going to actually play the game for you all today and show you what it's like. Okay? Let's begin.
I love those
Here we
white
are
Joy-Cons.
in the land of Hyrule.
Yay! With long hair
Like
Link.
The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, there's a vast world to explore.
I just thought of something. I haven't got my chat feature up here. I don't think anyone's going to be watching this. Can't remember how to do it. I've got it up on... I'm changing scene now. I shouldn't do that because that's not... Sorry, I've gone blank. That's because my camera isn't up in this scene. Well, I'll put it up there just for now, just so you're not watching a blank screen. Chat function is a window. Okay. Sorry, this is a bit rushed because I didn't think I'd be able to live stream this today. So kind of at the last minute, I'm add existing chat. Here we go. Got the chat window there. There it is. I'll stick it. Let's see. Can make it a bit smaller. Stick it there. There in the top corner. Yeah. I don't know if it'll be readable at that sort of... Yeah, that should be right. Okay, let's get on with this. I'm going to go back a little bit.
Like The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, there's a vast world to explore.
Good.
Of course, it's not just the same world as is. It's changed in many ways.
Ooh, that's what we
If
wanted
talk
to know,
about
isn't
all
it?
of the changes today, we'll run out of time, so we hope you'll seek them out for yourself when the game launches.
That's exciting.
In this game, the vast world of Hyrule reaches high into the sky.
Yay!
You'll
know
notice
that.
some land masses floating up there. We call them Sky Islands.
Or Skylands, as I think they should be called. No, that's a game series, isn't it? That's a video game series. Never mind. No, that's Skylanders. What am I talking about? Ignore me.
You're probably wondering something. How do you get to the Sky Islands when they're so high up?
Ooh, this is new.
If we take
That's
a
new
look,
at the right there.
oh,
This
something's
area.
falling from the sky.
Oh, cool. I know where this is. I believe this is not next to Kakariko Village, but kind of on the way. You go through Dueling Peaks, and then you go left, and then that's this stable. You go past this stable, and you carry on to Kakariko Village. If you go straight on past Dueling Peaks, it's that area, isn't it? I believe. I could be wrong, but I think it is. And it does look different. It does look quite different, and obviously there's new stuff here. So I'll let
If we
you play
take a look, oh, something's falling from the sky.
We saw this one on the trailers, didn't we? This falling thing right here. If you can see my cursor on the stream, I think you should be able to. But there's also this spirally green light here, and we saw that in the last trailer, and I think that's something that sends you up into the Sky Islands. I'm not sure. I'm calling them Skylands from now on. I think that's fine. I think that's cool. Or it's possible that these are entrances to the underground world, but I wonder if they'll mention the underground world, because I think they've made it obvious from the last trailer that that is a thing. Let's just get on with it. Let's get on with it.
Do you see it?
Yeah.
I wonder what that is. Let's head over to it. We're almost at the spot where the object fell. Here it is.
Oh,
Okay,
nice.
let's use one of Link's new abilities.
Ooh.
If you do this on the rock that just fell, look, it started
Awesome.
rising. This power is known as Recall, which rewinds an
Recall.
object's
We
movement.
know it's called now.
Since
There's
I
a
just
structure
used
there.
Recall on the fallen rock,
Swirly.
I can now rise into the sky. We're a lot closer to the Sky Islands.
I like the
Let's use the
rewinding sound
paraglider to
effect.
reach one of them.
New paraglider, yay!
There are a few other sky islands floating here
I've seen it
too.
before, but still.
I made it.
Ooh,
There
one
are
of the
lots
dragons.
of ways to reach the sky islands, so we hope you'll try a few different methods.
I'm glad the dragons are still around.
Okay.
Oh, this looks
Now
beautiful.
we're on a slightly bigger sky island. Just like on the surface, there are several man-made structures. Some trees are also growing here. You won't see many of those yellow trees on the surface, though.
True.
Let's walk around for a bit.
I don't see many, so does that mean there are some? We will see. Oh, it's so nice to finally get a little bit of
There's a
exploration
branch on the ground.
of the sky.
When you find something like this, you should pick it up. It might come in handy later. Let's
I like how it's got
continue.
the yellow leaves on instead of the green, because it's from a yellow tree. That's very,
something's
very
there.
nice to touch. Ooh!
This is a brand new enemy called a construct.
Yeah, it is.
We'll fight it using the branch we just picked up.
Construct, that's what these are called. Excellent. So that's a new
the branch
type of
broke.
enemy.
Not good, not good. Quick, get another branch and... we defeated it.
Yay!
Moving on.
Zonai charge. Well, let's look at that, because that's a little detail there that they're not talking about. But it's still there in the gameplay. Soldier construct horn and Zonai charge. Here we have some crafting materials. Can't think of the word. Here we have some crafting materials. Excellent. First little look, little glimpse at the crafting system. Well, not the system itself, but very clearly that horn that's going to be part of it.
Moving on. We've now explored more of this sky island. As expected, fighting with just a branch won't get us very far. Also, this branch is almost broken. So here's another one of Link's new abilities. If we use this branch and the rock over here, and do this, look, we can stick them together.
Oh, wow!
We created a makeshift hammer.
Is this the new crafting ability? Is this the new crafting system? It's an ability. It's not like you, I don't know, go to a crafting station or something and you build, tools and weapons. It's one of his arms abilities. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that. A lot of the pictures in the leaked artwork make way more sense now, because there were pictures of like a sword with, I don't know, like a moblin horn on the end or something like that, and it looked weird, but now it makes sense.
This is called fuse. You can stick objects together to create new weapons with various effects.
Oh wow! Oh, the potential for combinations. That's interesting. So I wonder if you can only fuse weapons with items, so you've got like a sword with something stuck on the end, or if you can fuse different items together as well, which is almost like an extension of the cooking ability from Breath of the Wild. Man, I knew there were things that we weren't expecting, but I didn't know what to expect, which makes sense. But anyway.
Let's take on another construct with this fused weapon.
It's effectively
We're
made
dealing
a
with
mace,
two of them at
a
once.
makeshift mace.
Oh, we beat one. The weapon's attack has definitely improved. The other branch broke, but this weapon has much better durability. You can do all sorts of things by experimenting with the fuse ability.
Oh, that is so exciting.
You can
I
fuse
can't
two
wait to play
weapons,
that.
for example.
Oh.
If we take this long stick and fuse it with a pitchfork, we can create a weapon with a much longer attack range.
Oh, that's awesome. I wasn't expecting
With this,
that.
we
That
don't
is
have to
immense.
get too close to enemies, and we can safely attack from a distance.
That is
You
excellent.
can also fuse arrows with materials in your inventory. For instance, try fusing this leaf to an arrow.
Okay.
Fuse an ice elemental material to an arrow and you can freeze faraway enemies.
Wow, so like makeshift ice arrows.
Very useful.
And makeshift fire arrows and
addition-
electric arrows and whatever.
Let's
Choo-choo
see.
jelly's going to be more useful now.
Ah, there's a bird flying around. If you're out hunting, you might feel that aiming with an arrow is too difficult. Apparently,
Okay.
my eyes can't track fast-moving objects as of late, so my shots rarely land.
Noob.
So, at times like these, Here's an eyeball you can get by defeating
No
monsters.
way!
Fuse it to an arrow and
Oh wow! Oh,
it.
that's how you make the homing arrows. Oh my days, that's so cool! The imagination put into this. That's fantastic. So I'm hoping that all monster parts are going to play more of a part in the crafting system now. That is amazing. That is fantastic.
Homed in on the target. Let's try this on another bird.
Come on, use the wing. I want to see what the wing does.
I'll just fire in that general direction. It's very simple.
Awesome.
Depending on what you stick together, the fuse ability could also be beneficial for hunting. I fused a mushroom to my shield. Now, you're probably wondering if this has any use.
I wonder if this is the result of this fuse ability is what we saw in that first trailer where we saw Link wield like a fire shield. I wonder if he combined his shield with a red choo-choo jelly, maybe. But perhaps.
Well, this mushroom is actually a puff shroom. Let's fight an enemy with
Is
this.
that a new mushroom? I don't recognize it.
I blocked with the shield.
Oh, nice.
Okay, there's smoke now. The enemy's lost sight of
Oh,
Link,
that's
so attack!
And he gets a sneak strike. That,
Even if
that
you
is
struggle
cool.
with
That is
combat,
cool.
you can take down enemies using similar methods. In the previous game, you'd usually get powerful weapons by defeating strong enemies. But in this game, fusing even the weakest weapon with something else could turn it into a useful weapon. There are even more gameplay options for sticking things together. Let me demonstrate. Some of the
Show us
Sky
vehicles.
Islands
Go on.
even have rivers.
Okay.
We'll want to cross this one, but
Without
swimming
Cryonis.
across it, well, the river's too wide for that. We need a boat. Of course, there isn't anything that resembles a boat around here.
We've got some Zonai
So-
things here, though.
We'll lift up this log and attach it to a second log.
No way. The fuse
Let's do
ability.
one more.
Oh, that's the green
We'll
stuff.
bring this over here and attach a third log.
It's the fuse ability. Okay, so this green stuff in between the logs. We saw that in the last trailer, didn't we? When we saw like the hoverboard, for instance, we saw the fans of the hoverboard kind of glued on with this green stuff. And I think most people assumed that was going to be something you can collect, like a material. But that's just the fuse ability. We can just use that. That's amazing.
It's a makeshift raft. This is another new ability called Ultra Hand. Even though the logs are currently attached,
Ultra Hand.
they can be detached. Let's modify the shape of the raft.
Oh, wow. Oh, it's
You
so
can
much more
always
modular
attach
than I thought it
things
was
or
going to be.
detach them like this.
That's amazing. So that sort of car vehicle we saw, that's probably something you can put together just from your imagination. I assumed that was just something you can craft. You gather materials together and you select, I want to craft this car vehicle. But I think it's better than that. I think that's just something you can create from your imagination, or you can create something that looks completely different. This is so much bigger than I thought it was going to be. This is amazing. Oh, I finally pre-ordered this game like yesterday, by the way, so I'm officially excited for this to come out. And oh my days, I can't wait for this.
Now, if we put this on
This
the
is
water,
so cool.
it's made of wood, so the bubuoyancy will keep it afloat.
You can rotate it at different angles and everything.
We've made
That's
a simplified
amazing.
version of a boat.
That's awesome.
However, it won't move in its
won't
current
move.
state, so we'll need something to propel it forward.
Someone's going to come up with like using a bomb to do it.
There's something
something.
here. Let's try hitting it.
A fan.
Oh,
Nice.
wind.
Oh
That's
wow.
blowing wind. Looks like we found a
It
fan.
only has a certain amount
Why
of
don't we
energy.
try
It looks
attaching
like.
it?
I wonder how you store it. Oh, it just. Okay. It restores on its own. That's cool.
We'll attach another one.
Oh, I see what they've
This
done
should
there.
make the boat well balanced.
Ah, this is awesome.
Okay, they're attached.
What an amazing crafting system. That
All right,
is-
let's
it's
try
so
moving the
unique
boat.
as well.
Hey,
Oh man,
it's
that's
moving.
awesome. How do you
It's
steer
sailing
it?
pretty fast with the wind from the fans.
That
Since
is
we
so
added
cool.
2 fans, we should be able to cross
so
the river
cool.
in no time. All right, we reached the other side.
All right. Hey, that's a new.
In the
flower as
most
well.
recent trailer, we showed scenes
Yeah.
of Link riding a large car and a flying machine. Those vehicles actually aren't in the game from the start.
Ah,
Instead,
yeah.
you'll be able to freely
like I
craft
kinda
them
said
on your
there.
own.
That's
There are
that's
all
so
sorts
cool.
of objects you'll come across in this game.
That is
And depending on
immense.
how you use your imagination, you can do a lot with them. So, try
That's
crafting different
fantastic.
things and explore this world at your leisure.
Oh wow!
There are even more new abilities.
Boat slash hover vehicle.
Take this building over
Interesting.
here. Okay, watch this.
Oh,
Look, I passed right through the ceiling.
how did you do
This new
that?
ability is called Ascend.
Ascend.
If you're in a place
Okay.
with a ceiling, you can go through
All right. Well, any
to
ceiling
the floor
or-
above you.
Is this any ceiling?
There are some restrictions, but what's great about this ability is that as long as there's a ceiling, you can use it anywhere.
Oh, wow.
For example, this place has a cave with a hill right above it.
So let me just get to the top of the hill.
If we
that
use
easy.
the ability here,
I wasn't expecting this. Whoa.
come on, keep
Okay, that's
going.
cool. That's very cool.
Okay, we emerged at the top of the hill.
Interesting.
In the previous
kinda
game,
makes climbing
you
fun,
had to
doesn't
use stamina to climb a mountain. But in this game, if there's a mountain with a cave like this one, you can
Awesome.
now get to the top without having to climb
Oh,
all.
what I'm talking about, climbing isn't pointless because there will be mountains without caves that you'll still have to climb, so ignore me again.
the way up. Here's another example. Imagine you're stuck in a cage. If it's got a ceiling, you know what to do, right? Exactly. Oh, there's another construct.
Hello,
It seems to be
construct.
holding a strange weapon. Some
Interesting.
enemies are equipped with fused weapons, so battles will play out a bit differently from the previous game.
That keeps it a bit fresher, doesn't it?
Ah, it blew me away with wind.
Oh, nice.
Looks like
Little
it's
bit like
got
a
some sort
coral
of
leaf.
fan. Ah! I got pushed off!
Oh, no. Let's see how
Oh well,
far...
let's just return to the
Oh,
surface.
wow. Oh, that
You
falling
can quickly
animation is
descend
just so
from the
cool.
sky to the surface like this.
Here we
It
have
feels
that.
so good.
we saw
In the
trailer as
sky,
well,
you'll
the,
be able to look out across the land. You can also search for destinations that pique your interest.
Ah, it just looks stunning.
Once
It
you've
looks
chosen
stunning.
your destination, you can speed things up, like this. Let's dive into this river. And we're back on the surface. There are still so many things I'd like to show you, but let's leave it at that for now.
Just from this shot here, you can see that the game mode is more full.
What did you think?
I thought
Some
it
of
looks
Link's new
amazing.
abilities were updated from the previous game. I'm sure some of you watching me play were thinking, wait, if you could do that, then maybe you could do this too.
Yes, that's the exciting part.
In this game, you can do a lot of things just by thinking about what's
Wow.
even possible. There's still a lot of new gameplay, mysteries, and encounters we couldn't show today, but they're all jam-packed into this unfamiliar Hyrule, and we hope you'll use your imagination to explore it. That's all for today. Thank you for watching.
No, thank you, Onuma. Thank you very much. That was amazing. Wow. So I'm just gonna kind of like mute this now and have it playing in the background while I just kind of talk a little bit. Yeah, that. Wow. I'm overawed almost about the potential there. I really ought to make a separate video just kind of going through my thoughts on it because I need to gather my thoughts. You know, there's so much potential for using your imagination there. I just don't even know what to say. But looking at the world from that height there, it looks stunning. If you go to somewhere high up in Breath of the Wild and you look out at the scenery, yeah, it's always been a beautiful game. But look at this world here. I'm just trying to find the right spot, but it looks so much better. I do think it looks so much more. Like you can see more details from further away, and this is the thing in Breath of the Wild. I don't know how to word it. I've said basically. But there's something about the quality of this video that's not quite pin sharp. I don't know if it's the way they've streamed it or what, but I think the game itself is going to look so much more crisp than this. So I just can't imagine how much more beautiful it's going to be. I think they've improved textures, perhaps. I say, and then I go to a really dodgy close-up texture. But in general, I think textures look a little bit nicer. It's hard to tell in the video, but I think when we get the actual game and look at the gameplay itself, I just think it's going to be a stunning game. But that crafting system, that is not what I was expecting. That is not at all what I was expecting. I thought it was going to be, you know, just a crafting system, but with monster parts involved and that sort of thing. But it's actually one of Link's abilities now. And the ability to fuse objects. The scope for using your imagination there is just unmatched, I think. I can't think of any other game where you can put this much of your own imagination into your own gameplay experience. I mean, Breath of the Wild was a sandbox game. I'm saying was now, like Breath of the Wild is over. I mean, it's going to be after this comes out, surely. In the sense that if you're going to play Breath of the Wild, why would you? Why would you not play Tears of the Kingdom? Unless you haven't bought it, obviously. But, you know, this is going to... And this isn't even all the secrets and changes to the world that they've said in this video. There are more changes to the world that they're not going to go through in this video. I wonder what else gameplay-wise they've not revealed yet. This is big. This is exciting. I really don't want to just waffle on now because I don't think I have anything else of particular value to say. So I'll just say thank you for watching. And if you're watching this live, then thank you for joining. And why haven't you said hello in the chat? Yeah, that's it for today. I might cut this down, or I might, you know, for a YouTube video, or I might do like more of a just talking about it, having gathered my thoughts sort of thing. Because as of right now, I've probably got so many thoughts that I will be able to, once gathered together, make something interesting out of. But that's it for now, so take it easy, everybody, and